Hi everyone, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Ridwan Ibrahim, and in this video I'll be showing you how you can design a singly reinforced pad footing in ProtaStructure. Normally when you design a pad footing in ProtaStructure, you will have your rebar spanning in the two directions at the bottom, and you have exactly the same thing at the top. Then the top and the bottom will be connected with a link, so that is a doubly reinforced pad footing. But that may not necessarily be what you want to achieve. So how can you change that to a singly reinforced? This video will help you on how you can do that. Before we do that, let me show you the 3D rebar view of this so that you can understand what I am trying to show you. You can just go to view and then you go to 3D rebar model. Then let me just try to zoom in on one of these, okay, and then just click on pad footing bars at the top here. Then the reinforcement will come up. Okay, now you can look closely. This is what you will have when you design your pad footing. By default, this is what you will have. You will have rebars at the top. You also have rebars at the bottom. You can see that you have the rebars in the short span and the long span for the bottom. You also have it for the short span and the long span at the top. Okay, so how can you change that? This video will help you on how you can do that. So let me just leave this view. You can just close this tab, and then let's pick one of the footings. I will pick this particular one. This is footing 16. Okay, so just right click on it and then you go to properties. Now we're in properties. You can see the length in the x direction, that is 1.3 meter, and for the y you have 1.3 meter, and then you can see that the design is successful. Okay, now what you do is you can go to rebar. Under here you go to rebar. Now you can see that the diameter for the rebar is y12 all through, and then the spacing for the bottom is 100, while the spacing for the top is 200 in general. Now you can see the quantity. You will see that the rebar in the x direction you have 14 quantities, the rebar in the y you have 14 quantities. Then the distribution, of course there will be no distribution because the x and the y, they will coincide because they are both main bars. So the distribution is 0, and also the distribution here is 0. So what you can just do is you can just uncheck this. It is still the same thing whether you uncheck it or you do not uncheck it. It is still the same thing. Alright, then what you should now focus on is the top bar. You are going to cancel the top bar here, okay, and then you cancel this as well. Okay, then you can click on design so that you can redesign that. Now that it has been redesigned, you see that the quantity of the y12 has increased by 1. Initially it was 14 number, and now it is 15 number for the one in the x direction and for the one in the y direction. Another thing you will observe is that the dimension here originally was 1.3 meter. Now it has increased to 1.4 meter, and this has increased to 1.4 meter. So we've changed this from doubly reinforced to singly reinforced. The dimension has been increased, and also the number here has been increased. Okay, and then the design is still successful. Okay, so if you go back to your geometry, many things might have changed from here apart from the length, maybe the depth or whatsoever. Just click on OK. All right, now we can check this back. You can check it in 3D or in 2D, but let me just check it in 2D. I can go to drawing and report. Then from there I can go to pad base and pi details. So if you check this is footing 1. all right, this is footing 1. You can see that we still have your top and you have your bottom. So this is doubly reinforced. Everything here is doubly reinforced except the one we changed, which is the last one. So let's just take a look. So when you see this, you will see that this is singly reinforced. You only have your bottom and then you have your top, and this has now changed to 15y12, no more 14y12. Unlike this where you can see you have 7y12, 7y12, and then something like that. So here you just have it 15y12 in 100 spacing, and everything is singly reinforced. So this is how you are going to go about achieving this. It is very simple and straightforward. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, and if you are not a subscriber yet, kindly give my channel a subscription. Thank you for watching.